Alright. We're here. So I have no doubt explained what I am doing by this point in the podcast. But, it looks like an absolutely horrendous thunderstorm is headed my way. I've made my rounds at work, and I am in for the night. So let's fucking listen to this goddamn Hobo Johnson album, huh? 32 minutes. How bad could it be, right? He's gonna fuck Satan. Closing my eyes, glad I'm dead. This heaven is weird. He walks up to me and then he says hello. And then I stuck my tongue down his throat. And then he says, I think we should go. And then I say, maybe, I don't know. I say, I know, his house for a while. This is like the Zoomer Antichrist Hey Jude.
Oh shit, now we're getting in the sheets. Yeah, and then our bodies start to meet. Mine says hello, 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 hello. Afterwards, we ate hello, hello, hello. With a belly full of loose meat, I asked him what you see. And you said something cute, sweet. And then we kiss, we kiss, we kiss, we kiss, we kiss. We kiss so much that it starts to irritate my lips. Turns out I got extremely sensitive lips. I'm an extremely sensitive man.
Okay, that was the opener, Anton LaVey. Good joke. Bad, but unremarkably bad. I'll say that this had more instrumental detail than anything I remember being on Hobo Johnson Alienates His Fan Base, which, I mean, I'm only going to be using my recollections because I'm only going to listen to one of his albums for this project because, I mean, Jesus, even I have a limit on the amount of self-hatred I can wallow in for so long. I don't know, I guess just on a broader sense, I don't really get it. You know, like, it's like, what if I started off my album about being kind of a nihilist about fucking Satan, and it was, like, funny. I mean, it's just, it's more confusing than anything else. I really fail to see even, like, if maybe this album goes into a more conceptual direction. Maybe that would be something. I doubt it. I really doubt it. Yeah, I've got nothing. The production on that did not really bother me all that much. It seemed like everything was audible. I don't really know why you would make the instrumental sound like a kids TV show instrumental and then add in all the like big bombastic kind of AJR-ish horns. I don't know what that's all about, but it's not completely off the mark, I guess, if you want to do a funny shitpost song. I mean, this isn't really funny. It's mostly just cringy, but I mean, I guess there's some value in that. Oh, track 2. I want to see the world.
I want to see the world, especially France. I want to see them Frenchies sing and dance. They got rhythms unlike any other culture, and fuck boy, I really like their sodas. I want to see Japan, to try all their dishes, because I love eating fishes. I've been to Germany, but I ate Indian food. I should have had a sausage or two. I want to see the world in all of its glory. The museums, the mountains, the people, the towns. I want to hear every story. I want to go to Normandy to respect the troops. They died for me and you. I want to go to Belgium. That's where the Allies fought the Axis. And wonder how that happened. I'm off to Manhattan. I want to go to Ground Zero and salute the fallen heroes. I want to go to Memphis. That's where MLK got killed. It doesn't make sense to me still, but I want to see the world. The world. But I want the whole story. And if it makes me cringe and gasp and gag, then I guess that's good for me. I want to go to Samoa and ask them for real. Do you want us occupying you still? I want to go to Honduras because it just isn't right. We meddled in their elections several different times. Guatemala, to say sorry for the harm. I'm sorry we exploited your farms. I'd like to see Africa. An unbelievable theft occurred and we should never forget. Oh, you want to see the world? The world? But it is fucking awful. And if you stare too hard, then you just might find the bottom of a bottle. I want to see Auschwitz to try to comprehend how God let that happen to them. I want to see Rwanda to pay my respects to the million people forced to death. I'm off to Vietnam to see all the harm that we caused, to try and make sense of myself involved.
Well, I can say this much. Yes, God is crying. I'm really glad this album came out when it did. Because if it was any further in the future, I probably would have had to hear him talk about Gaza and make a stupid fucking joke on his stupid fucking Zoomer nihilist bullshit album about that, because that was some fucking horse shit. I mean, like, it's not like I don't sympathize with the notion at the heart of the song, with like how this devolves into, from, you know, wanting to see the world, as he says, into making this some kind of fucking statement on United States imperialism and how we've interfered with foreign entities and how his fucking white guilt makes him feel bad about that. But that's the thing is with all the kinds of nihilistic shit like that that's in response to this, is that it's not aimed at anything. Like, all of this stuff, like, oh, I want to go, we interfered with Guatemalan election, like, motherfucker, it would seem that God is none too pleased with my decision making tonight. The rain is really coming down. But this is everything I hate about mostly, like, very centrist attitudes on political things in general. I find it limp-dicked. I find it really easy. I like talking about, like, oh my god, I want to see where MLK got shot. Like, brother, what you stopped before you made a point with this song. It is an incomplete idea. Just like, oh, all these things are bad and all the world's bad. It's like, yeah, I know. Proceed. Fucking hell, man. Instrumentally, I guess it was coherent. I couldn't really identify much that I didn't like there, I guess. So there's something. Oh, Christ. Maybe I'll wait for the rain to die down a little bit, so perhaps the audio is a bit less fucky. Oh, there's the thunder. I'm not happy either. Alright, track 3, I Want You Back.
Stockfish.
Something tells me this won't be as good as the Jackson 5 song.
As we become obsessed with straight staring at phones. My brain has Facebook and Google have their tubes in my mouth, and as they generously feed me my ads for the day, for the week, for the
You know, at some point you really do have to ask yourself, did the thought of making, like, music enter your head? Because this just sounds like listening to a bad stand-up special. Like, where is the part where there's supposed to be music that actual human beings want to listen to? I say that because this song has, like, the most cogent musical ideas we've seen on the album so far. It's kind of got a little bit of a melody in there that kind of sounds sturdy-ish, I suppose. This really is just taking me back to 2021 when all of this stuff was really at the forefront of conversation. Just like the idea of, like, you know, technology is alienating us, man. Like the same kind of pithy shit that you're always used to hearing when people get on their high horse about this shit. It's like someone just woke up one morning, noticed how bad the state of affairs for the world actually is, and then just, like, impromptu made an album about it and was like, I'm gonna lay it all out there. All these things are pretty bad. At some point, I just have to question the utility of such a product. What is the point exactly? Like, oh, it is therapy. Like, these are lessons. These are, like, Disney movie lessons of just, like,
no matter how much money you make, it's not gonna help your head.
It even kind of sounds that way. Like, it sounds like I'm listening to a particularly shit episode of the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I'm waiting for an interlude track to come in where Hobo Johnson, where fucking Frank Lopez decides to talk about the mystery mouse Cthulhu for this episode, which is fucking income inequality. Like, I mean, shit, man. Again, it's like he takes an idea only as far enough as to make a song out of it, but never to develop the song into an idea or a statement or a narrative or just fucking anything. Anything. They are just blanketly, I have this problem or I have noticed this thing, isn't it fucked up? That's bad songwriting and bad satire. You don't get to use the it's satire fucking excuse for this. It's bad still. You're doing a bad job. Number 4, let's keep going. Let's soldier on through!
If I buy a pizza place that makes a definite profit, yeah, let's say yearly the owners make $100,000 off of it. And if I buy this pizza place for, let's say, $300K, my therapist thinks my ideas are great. I think it's because he gets paid. The idea's not hope, the idea's not soap. And those things that don't, they hardly know. If I sell soap and I call it Dr. Yonners, and if I sell it for the same exact price as the other guy offers, and if I pledge to donate every single penny to the people who actually need it in my city, my therapist thinks my ideas are great. I think it's because he gets paid. The idea is not it's about the future.
Oh, God.
And most think that I'm dumb. I fucking think I'm a loser.
Yeah.
In 72, Chile was ahead of its time. It had plans for winning homes and had the design.
Yep.
In 73, the United States changed on a coup. We killed the president and owned voting too. My therapist thinks mine.
No, he doesn't. No. Bad. F- does not engage with the question. Fucking hell. What the fuck was that? Of course we gotta start this off with some fucking bullshit anti-therapy trutherism. And look, I'm not saying that every doctor is trustworthy and that there aren't quacks out there and all this shit. But if anybody could benefit from some therapy, I think it would be you. And if it hasn't been working out, maybe try somewhere else. Just a thought. His continued insistence of, like, putting in actual, like, US and, like, geopolitics into these songs that spiral outward, where he starts off talking about what a useless piece of shit he is, and how that, like, blemishes very awkwardly into whatever fucking thing he just read on Wikipedia that, you know, that where he's just like,
Well, actually, I think capitalism has a few problems.
yeah, no shit, Sherlock. This has the opposite problem than the songs that preceded it. This is overwritten to shit. This is the longest fucking song. Like, every fucking line, it was just, he was stumbling over himself. Everything was awkward. Nothing about it was paced right. That was agony to fucking listen to. Most basic instrument. This is the worst song on the album so far. And just the most, like, generally infuriating. Like, at least the progression with I Want to See the World, of him just, like, going from, oh, I want to see a bunch of bullshit, and then it becomes bad shit, and it's like, okay, there's a progression there. There was some intent artistically there. This is just, like, this is lazy. This is lumbering. This is terrible. And if the point of you doing this is like, I'm presenting a character portrait of an out-of-touch Zoomer nihilist, great, man, you succeeded. I ask again what utility this concept has for art in the real world, because it's too myopic for me to say anything substantial about it. It's just bad. I fucking agree. It's bad, isn't it? Jordan's House, track fucking 5 of 10, halfway through, everybody. Is there gonna be a song that starts here soon?
Out of breath with my heartbeat. Spot is dead, but I'm alive.
That's the whole song?
Jordan's house.
Am I missing something?
Jordan's house.
What even...
Jordan's house.
What was the joke here? No, I'm not listening to your indie whistling. Go fuck yourself. What in the fuck was that? I said F- does not engage with the question last time. This is F-, you didn't even... Where even was the question? I don't even understand... Like, what even... How is that allowed to make it onto the album? What the fuck? Why? Why did I listen to that plotting nonsense? Are you happy, Jen? You've upset God. God is furious with you. Oh, good. Prequel to Animal Farm is next. Fuck it. Let's just fuck it.
And the pig was born on the farm.
Do you think this is a metaphor? Are gang vocals the only idea this guy has?
Cause this shit's fucked.
Thanks. Enlightening. I'm not listening to this 20-second long fade out. Like, I'm not saying you need to show your work when you name a story or when you name a song prequel to Animal Farm. You don't have to signal to me that you actually did read Animal Farm, but you know, it would be appreciated. Like, what even, again, there's no story, there's no development, it's yet again more mawkish. Isn't this bad? Yeah, man. Yeah. You've been making this point for like 4 songs now. And you only know how to do it in this one way. And the gang vocals and the repeated things, and it just kind of gets a little louder each time. Like, that is not something that necessitates making a 5-minute long song. These songs feel like they last forever. Man, I feel like I'm listening to a King Crimson live album, but I'm not fucking hearing anybody being like none of that shit. Instead, I'm listening to his whiny, mopey ass indie white boy voice, just this fucking sucks. All right, had to move, do some stuff. Let's hope this is the last group of songs, so this can be out of my life forever. Track 7, You Want a Baby.
What's the point of having kids in a while?
Not listening to the last 20 seconds. So this has the same problems as some of the last couple of songs in that it is clumsily written, awkwardly delivered, just kind of structurally, it doesn't really, it's so loose fitting together. It's barely a song. On the one hand, this is the closest I get to empathizing with Mr. Johnson here on this album. As somebody who has marriage in my near future, as somebody who thinks a lot about having kids, about the fact that I want kids, but I don't know if I will be able to financially or emotionally be able to provide that kind of thing, or if we live in a world that is going to foster the growth of a living human being, it's something that weighs on my mind heavily. And even as someone who has these anxieties, who has like legitimate issues of me being like, I am afraid of passing on a lot of my issues to a child, that scares me. But like, I should be empathizing with this song and feeling, but again, there's nothing to probe. It's like you don't, like, for somebody who's, you know, woken it up on this entire album about all of these, you know, institutions and all of these fucking economic problems and, you know, United States oversight and whatnot, your ability to sketch the world that you would be bringing this child into is non-existent. I don't really understand the point of this. I just, if anything, it is even more pointless than the other songs on here, just because most of the information is just like, yeah, I could tell, man, that you don't want to have a kid, and Also, bizarrely, your partner doesn't seem to have, like, a place in all of this. Like, you throw marriage out there, but it's not really something you seem to consider as much as this. It's like he's directly addressing the baby in the context of the song. Like, I have to make you one day, which fucking ew. If you want to do this perverse, self-absorbed shit, I don't know, you could at least musically do something other than... You can make a song around shitty, stupid jokes and make it great. That's what Ween are, like, all about. And I love Ween, but, like, what... a little bit deeper. Like, if you would maybe come up with, like, another verse, as loathed as I am to admit that I wanted another verse of this Hobo Johnson song, it's just like... You have no interest in actually talking about these things, so why are you? What's the point, man? Like, actually talk about what it would be like to struggle, versus, like, he kind of gets to it at the end, where he's just, like, he's kind of dealing with complacency, as opposed to the perceived struggle of, like, having a child, being like, oh, that's more difficult, I want things to stay the way that they are now. Like, okay, that's something you can make a song out of, but you stop there. So, like, what are we doing? The next song is called You Need Help. I do need help.
You only care about yourself and your fucking weed. You need help. Yeah, it's like laying in bed and feeling like your bones are all made out of lead, and you can feel the wind as the world passes you by. Yeah, it's like you were about to cry, and then a fucking witch cast a spell on your eyes, and now you're stuck feeling all day. Yeah, it's like driving hard, and the street is straight hard, and you're like, what
Oh, quit your yapping, you fucking... I see where he's coming from with a song like this. You have the Chemicals or Depression hook. The only hook on this album that is even remotely catchy in the form that he delivers it in. And like, again, this is a real dilemma. This is a real thing that I struggled with this. Like, I was in the fucking hospital last year because of medication that really fucked me up. And I thought a lot about, would I just be better off if I didn't have this in my life? And, you know, that's something that, you know, that's a decision that everybody has to make for themselves at the end of the day, because there's no right answer. But Johnson seems hell-bent on creating songs that are, I was gonna say devoid of subtext, but they are only subtext. He's just delivering what the themes are rather than telling a story or sketching together an abstract emotion or, you know, poetry, you know, like a song. And is instead, like, his lyrics don't feel like lyrics, they feel like cliff notes to another album that I'm not hearing. Like, and again, with the insipid fucking na, like, bro, you know, maybe he was struggling when making this. Like, as I have no doubt that he's definitely struggled with something. So you don't just make this for no reason. But it's so navel-gazing. It's so interior. And yet, I feel nothing. Like, I don't even necessarily know how these problems that you're talking about affect you specifically. You're just abstractly drawing them forth and then being like, oh, here they are, and that fucked up. And it's like, yeah, man, I guess. There's just no point to this shit. Because it's nothing but point. and like it just ceases. It's missed. I like, am I even making sense right now? Ah, fuck it. 2 more songs. The government's not great. Okay.
Hey, yo, give me an insurmountable problem. That's real fast. I can't solve them. Like I used to think. It was like Jordan's house. 7 days a week. It's around to see the world with my imperialist privilege. It's a in my eye. You like, no, his eye. I'll fall moderation. You buy this show. Fucker. You buy this. Okay, I can see the world with a straight face. Yeah, I can read the books and I can updates. Yeah, in the backyard while my train shakes. Yeah, Amazon says it's right on, so we know it's the India. The lights on hell. It's never ending. The break stairs. You kill. You go there. Watch it. Exception to never change their minds. Theoretical arguments. So I should try. Everyone is locked in. I almost wrong. In the race itself for the lowest price, find your competitors and grab out their eyes. One of my lists, 1975. I open 3 eyes. Every time I read news, make sure they list the stories. At least they used to. Someone's out now. Lying to our face or something for their policies.
I guess that's the closest he comes to being funny, but first of all, why compare yourself to the 1975 and 21 Pilots? You don't really sound like either of them. Like, honestly, I would kill for you to sound like 21 Pilots. Like, they put a lot of thought into the production of their songs. Good and bad. You at least know that Tyler Joseph's got, like, a vision. And I mean, Matty Healy, yeah, he always thinks he's doing something. Again, there's a lyric or two here that's not completely insufferable, but again, it's just like these macro problems are just like talking. It's kind of like how he says in the song that people don't change their minds from theoretical arguments. Buddy, you're giving me theoretical songs. So what image am I supposed to get from this? Like, it's such a bizarre choice to me to save this moment for, like, the very end. Like, it's, like, instrumentally, it's clearly got, like, the most muscle of anything on here, and it's purely because he breaks out the electric guitar and has, like, oh, here's one okay riff, and it's like, alright, that sure is something, I guess. But, I mean, it's still plotting, it's not good, I don't... The spirit of it is just not even there. Like, if you want to get big and loud and angry about something, then why would I listen to this half-measure-ass bullshit, you know? My question I keep coming back to is why? What purpose does this serve beyond listening to it one time for shits and gigs? And then, like, was this meant to be enjoyed? Was this meant to be antagonistic? But the commentary is such a softball. This album is just depriving me of any sense of my critical faculties. It's so one note, man. I'm struggling. Let's just fucking get this over with. Outro, 2 minutes long. May God have mercy on my soul.
It also features the future #1 song in America, All I See Is Poop.
Shut up!
All I see is poop. The world's fucking shit. I'm a piece of shit.
I already listened to this!
It's Revenge of Hobo Johnson. Thanks for listening.
Why did you do this to me?